Coming up on the inside is We All Live in a Yellow Submarine, closely followed by Uncle Hitler's Teddy Bear. Still in the lead is Fanny Magnet holding off My Old Man's a Dustman, with Lenny Henry's Grandma coming through on the left. Dexy's Midnight Runner is struggling to hold on to the back. Terry Venable's Christmas Hamper is by no means out of this one yet. Lesbian Picnic, ridden by Lester McGinty,
still staking a claim on the outside. Easy peasy Japanesey asking questions of the rest of the field, and whoops, there go My Trousers now making a late claim. This is going to be close as they come to the finishing line.
It's Nikolai Ceausescu, followed by 2 pints of Heineken and some change for the fruit machine with nuclear reactor meltdown in third. I think I'm gonna. Nikolai Ceausescu wins the Queen Mother's Armpit Stakes. The going was good to firm, and so was I after the third furlong. Back to John McCrick in the studio.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be having a look at a really hyped up fragrance, Club de Nuit Sillage from Armaf, the new one, and we're going to be comparing it to another recent release from them, Club de Nuit Milestone. Since we're on the subject of clones, because these are both Creed clones, I thought I'd just mention that my partners over at Executive Shaving in the UK, there's a link to them in the website, have given me a code SMELLY10. If you're in the EU or the UK, they ship fragrances there, and they've got an incredible range of affordable scents, including this beautiful thing here, Nevis Aftershave Cologne. It's actually concentrated at an eau de toilette strength, and it's a superb green Irish tweed alternative that I highly recommend, priced at I think something like £15 for 100 ml. So follow the link with Smelly10, and they ship their fragrances. There are some other great barbershop style scents on there. Anywhere in the EU or the UK you can get those. Okay, let's get stuck into the subject today then. So this new release, Armaf Club de Nuit Sillage, I went out and bought it because I sensed it would be a popular topic, and in between me ordering it and shooting this review, there's been a ton of others go up, so I thought, oh damn, I've clearly missed out on being first there. But of course, I'll just try and give you a quick take of what I think about it, and I don't like jumping on bandwagons, it's a bit of a hype train, but I was interested myself, and I actually was really excited about a year back when I got hold of Club de Nuit Milestone, which is Armaf's take on Millesime Imperial for Creed, and I thought, why not make my video just a bit different to the other reviews which have focused just on this scent, Sillage. Let's do a comparison and say which one I think you might prefer, because they have a slightly similar vibe in that they're both based on fresh fragrances from Creed. Club de Nuit Sillage then, the new release from Armaf, is of course based on Silver Mountain water. Okay, so let's talk about the new one, Club de Nuit Sillage first. As we can see, the bottle design is very similar in the shape, well, identical to the previous Club de Nuit Intense Man, the black version, which is Creed's Aventus, and here to Club de Nuit Milestone. This one, of course, silver, which is a good move as they're imitating Silver Mountain water from Creed, with this kind of cracked effect there, which nice thing about that is you can see just about how much liquid you've got left if you're running low. So very similar to the Club de Nuit Milestone bottle, except that we've got Club de Nuit written on the side, which is a new feature. Nice, well, it's a very blingy bottle, and I kind of like that. Also like Milestone too, but yeah, kind of blingy. Both have quite nice boxes that we can see in the background there, and they've even started doing this at Armaf now. You get this little card here, which mimics the Creed Fancy card, which has the heads of some of the important figures in the house's history on it. So they're giving a nice luxury feel. Let's get stuck into Club de Nuit Sillage then first, and then we'll compare and say which one I think is the better bargain of the two. If I come out either way, let's find out. Club de Nuit Sillage, a recent 2020 release, and the price I found this for online was £45.99. I think that was on Amazon. I got mine on All Beauty for a couple of pounds cheaper, but they've sold out, so obviously a popular fragrance at the moment. So it's not a real cheapie. I mean, for 100ml, £45.99, a bit below your average designer fragrance price, but not down at the sort of £25.30 price where I'd say something's a real cheapy, inexpensive fragrance. It's based on the famous fragrance from Creed, Silver Mountain Water, 1994 release. I just have a decant of that one, and it's a beautiful fragrance. It's a sort of citrusy fragrance, but there's a little bit more to it than that. It's a lovely idea that it was based on the theme of water cascading down through the Swiss mountains and maybe recreating or capturing something of the aura of that event in a smell. Also, of course, famously worn by David Bowie. I'm not sure if it was his only fragrance or the one he wore all the time, but yeah, apparently he was one person who liked this one and wore it. Many people talk about it as having a slightly abstract kind of vibe. It's not a very stereotypical fragrance type that fits into other categories out there. It's a bit metallic, it's inky, it's fresh and citrusy as well. The original release from Creed has notes including blackcurrant, tea, and quite a few citrus notes and musk. The listing for Club de Nuit Sillage gives us these notes: bergamot, lime, ginger, violet leaf, jasmine, iris, rose, sandalwood, musk, ambroxan and cedar. So I've been trying it out for about a week now. I've got some on a card. I've been doing a comparison today just to reassure myself that what I kind of think is about right. And so when we compare the two fragrances on a card, the original Creed fragrance, beautiful stuff, and the Club de Nuit Sillage also very, very good. If you like the original, you're pretty much going to like this one. Definitely, I have to confess and admit that there is a difference between the two of them. The original Creed fragrance just has a certain je ne sais quoi, a sparkling, effervescent type of quality in the opening, a certain three-dimensional feel in the original Creed fragrance, just a slight better quality, to put it bluntly, particularly sort of in the opening notes and with some of those citrus and floral elements, just feeling a little bit more three-dimensional, or a little bit like, let's say you have a normal song recorded, and you maybe put on the EQ and EQ it a little bit better. You remaster it or something and just make everything kind of jump out and pop out of the recording a little bit better. It's a bit like that in olfactory terms. But the Club de Nuit Sillage, extremely similar, particularly as time goes past. So I wouldn't highlight any massive differences in terms of saying, oh, this one's got more ginger or this one's got more tea or whatever. They're slightly different note listings, but I think these things are a bit sort of irrelevant, really. The companies put a load of notes in their listing, and it doesn't necessarily mean that, for example, the Club de Nuit Sillage does not have a blackcurrant or tea type accord. It has all of that in there. It's very bright. It's very nice smelling. There's a certain sweetness about it. The tea and the inkiness are there to an extent, but they're just sort of flattened out here and there around the edges, and a touch of the brilliance of the original Creed fragrance maybe is missing, but it's really, really very good. And as with a lot of clones, as time goes on, the difference becomes less apparent, and certainly in the air, people around you would certainly get a very, very similar experience of how you smell. Performance-wise, Club de Nuit Sillage, as many other reviewers have mentioned, is really good in performance. I think Stephen from Redolescence said he got great performance. Ashton from Gentsense, a great reviewer, said it was more in the kind of average category, but both found it to be good in performance. Ashton said his performs less well for him than Silver Mountain Water. My experience of Silver Mountain Water is the performance is not great, so I say Club de Nuit Sillage, to sum things up, much more affordable, better performance than Silver Mountain Water, although just good, not amazing beast mode, but good for a fresh fragrance, nice longevity, and a respectable but not immense sillage cloud, despite the name, around you when you wear it. So really good stuff for the money, great value, £43.95 or thereabouts. Obviously many of you will be in the USA, but roughly equivalent kind of prices. Good stuff, kind of an 8 out of 10 for me. If you want the absolute magic and beauty of the Creed scent, there's only one way to get it, and that's to pay your money. There are other inexpensive clones, of course, of this one. This one is closer to Silver Mountain Water, for example, than Al Rehab Silver, and most people seem to be saying it's a touch better than some of the other affordable clones out there. Let's compare this one briefly then to Club de Nuit Milestone. So this one came out, I think, in 2019, and of course it's their take on Creed's Millesime Imperial, a really, really beautiful fragrance, which came out, was it in 2002 this one came out? So very much a citrus aquatic fragrance, a bit more of an out-and-out summer citrus freshy type fragrance, whereas Silver Mountain Water maybe feels a bit more spring-like with its berry accords and tea. Don't forget, if you'd like to join the Smelly Army private members club over on Patreon, there's a link in the description to do that. It costs just $2 a month and you get an extra video from me every week, plus you get to watch everything I've already uploaded in there. We're building a really nice community, lots of interaction, and I'd love to see you in there. But anyway, definitely both freshies. I've just got a little 30ml old bottle of Millesime Imperial. It's a beautiful scent. The notes on the Armaf version, let's talk about that, the Club de Nuit Milestone, we have notes of fruit notes, sea salt, iris, mandarin orange, lemon, bergamot, musk and sea notes. And you can pick this one up. I found it online today in the UK for £33.90, so it's significantly cheaper at the moment than the newer release Sillage, so maybe the Sillage will come down in price as the months go on. So this one, again, very, very close to the original Creed Millesime Imperial. Again, I've got both on a card. Really, really beautiful. Again, you know, there's not a lot in it. I actually found maybe that Milestone satisfies me more in giving me everything that I love about Millesime Imperial than does Sillage when I'm comparing it to Silver Mountain Water. It's very difficult and very subjective, but I would say Milestone perhaps just a tad bit closer to the original Millésime Imperial than Sillage is to Silver Mountain Water, so it perhaps just edges it there for me. Again, with the original Millésime Imperial, just a little bit more brightness and effervescence and a certain three-dimensional or HD kind of quality about the notes that leap out. So if you want that little, that 5%, that 10% extra magic, you have to pay quite a lot more money to actually get it, but it could be worth it if you really care about your fragrances. Performance-wise, Milestone, similar to Sillage, really, really good in performance and actually stronger for me, again, than the original Creed fragrance. So not quite as perfectly beautiful, but close. Just lacking, again, a tiny bit of je ne sais quoi, but excellent. And great performing. So both of these, if you like one of the original fragrances, they're going to do the job pretty well unless you're extremely fussy, and then you've just got to pay your money and get the real thing. So they're very close in the quality of what they do and how much you're going to enjoy them. If you strongly prefer Silver Mountain Water, then of course you should go for Club de Nuit Sillage. I don't think you'll be too disappointed. And if you strongly prefer Milestone, then of course you would want to Millésime Imperial, you would want to go for Milestone. However, if you're sort of in between the two and just fancy getting one of them for a bit of fun and a kind of fresh fragrance to add to your repertoire, narrowly I would say Milestone is your best bet at the moment because the prices have come down a bit better. Just a touch more for me close to the original Creed fragrance, not a lot in it, but just edges it in that department. And similarly, great performance on both of them, which is a really nice thing. So hats off to Armaf for both of these. That's my verdict so far. Very, very nice choices. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about these two fragrances or the original Creed ones. Have you tried them? Let me know. Thank you for joining me. Remember, whatever you're doing in life, let's project. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.